What's up, everybody? As usual, appreciate you joining us. Got another great show today. Zach Barnett, one of the top guys at footballscoop.com, which is the premier place that coaches, you can find out what coaches are going where, who's there, breaking news as well. It's a great idea, and they've been going strong for a while. But first, I do want to give a shout out to our partners at betonline.ag. Head over there today. Their online casino is always open. We got Major League Baseball, the NBA playoffs. We're running toward football season. Any sporting event that you want to bet on, soccer, anything like that, go to betonline.ag. The sign-up bonuses are outstanding. They're going to play the sharps. Whether you like team props, player props, they've got all that stuff, the nitty-gritty, the bets that you're not going to get from your book. They're going to have it at betonline.ag. Head over there today and tell them that Jboy sent you. My take before we get in this interview with Zach Barnett is something that we've seen happen in football, and I don't think gets enough publicity. And coaches like Nick Saban and Kirby Smart and Jimbo Fisher and head guy Lincoln Riley, these guys understand that recruiting nowadays is not just about how good of a recruiter the head coach is or how good of a recruiter his staff is. You have to have an army set up in the recruiting department, from graphics to birthday cards to social media engagements to structure to evaluation. You have to have the resources in place to be able to go through all these things, go through all these prospects, and expedite the recruiting process. Gone are the days where the position coach does everything in recruiting. Nowadays, a lot of it is going to visit the school, visit the kid, talking to the kid on the phone. And there's a ton of people in the recruiting department that talk to the kid on the phone, that get to know the parents, that form a relationship. And you are only as strong as your recruiting department, which brings me to my point about Bryan Harsin and Auburn. If you look at Alabama, Texas A&M, these places have humongous recruiting departments. They have tons of people, from interns to full-time, that handle a total array of different things to help make recruiting more efficient, to be able to evaluate more players geographically, and to make it easier to be able to finish the evaluation and find out who you're going to offer. Now, though, in the transfer portal, you add a totally different dynamic to it, and you have to be prepared. If you notice what Bryan Harsin did when he got to Auburn, is he started to pump money and put resources and throw bodies at the recruiting department. That's the only way. It's the way society is nowadays with these athletes, with these prospects. It's not what have you done for me lately? It's what are you going to do for me tomorrow? How cool are your graphics? How great are the facilities? How much of a relationship I can build for you? And the more people you have in that fight, the more people you have that are able to get information to the parents or the guardians, whoever it be, grandparents, aunt, auntie, uncle, doesn't matter. That gives you a leg up, because this isn't Star Wars. The rebellion does not beat the Death Star. In order to have success in the SEC and in college football today, you have to build your own Death Star. It comes down to recruiting and roster structure. Those are the two things. And when you're looking at recruiting, like I said, don't just look at the head coach. Don't just look at the assistants. The recruiting department, it's a wing of your government. That's what it is. It has to be a huge wing. It's going to continue to grow. Now you have graphic guys getting paid big money. You have not only recruiting coordinators, whatever you want to call them, chiefs of staff, whatever, getting paid even bigger money. You now have people that are just in charge of very minute things, getting paid very, very well to be able to help identify, evaluate, get out all the paper and emails, and like I said, social media stuff there is. So understand that is a huge part of recruiting nowadays, and it's going to continue to blow up and blow up and blow up, and I don't see it stopping anytime soon. It's a good move by Bryan Harsin. It's a good move by Shane Beamer. Josh Heupel at Tennessee is in the process of doing that. Clark Lee at Vanderbilt brought in a GM. Look at Woody Womack. That's what he is. He's a GM at Vanderbilt. That's what he is. So they're going to keep adding spots, and you're only as strong as your recruiting department with a good blend of ace recruiters and winning on the field. And that's my take for today. Excited to get Zach Barnett in here. Let's talk some ball.